Sarek National Park, 6 days, and I'm here together with 3 other guys, and we're going to hiking, having nice food, and we're going to search for wildlife and just existing, of course. My name is Matti. I'm working as a dog musher and nature guide up in northern Sweden. Outdoor life is actually what I'm doing for a living. Today we started out from Stora Sjöfallet, and it's a local helicopter company called Fiskflyg. They flew us from helicopter base up to the border of Sarek National Park. Too late for regret. Too late for regret.
There's a lot of colors, I don't know where to go. See a lot of colors, only feeling blue.
After that we made some bushwalks through the birch forest, and we entered the trail and followed the Rapa River into Rapa Valley.
To get you through the maze, the dreams are not the same for me. Standing by the shore while you're
kind of lot of uphill on the way to the top of Namach, and then we're going to camp there.
There are a lot of voices drowning in the sea. There's too many voices talking back at me. There are a lot of choices waiting to be made. Too many choices.
Now we have hiked up to the top of a small mountain called Namach, and here we have set up our camp. And it's super beautiful weather, and the weather forecast is nice for the next coming 2 days, maybe a little bit more, but they've changed it a lot. Later in the week they promised a lot of rain, but hopefully the weather forecast don't keep their promise. Hopefully they change their mind. I'm here together with 2 customers that never been out with me before, and we had a lot of cancellings and things like that on this tour. So then we also have invited a friend, Micke. He have done a lot of dog sled tours and packraft tours with us before, so now when we have free space in the helicopter, I just asked him if he wanted to follow us. And he did. So we are 4 person, and that's all. Our goal this week is to hiking through the area, try to find some wildlife and look around, and just having a nice time. I think that's super. This will be good if we don't get too much rain, of course. The plan is to spend 1 night here on the top, and then we continue into the valley, and because it's going to start raining so much, we will make a base camp, and then we make day tours from the base camp. And then we don't need to fold the tents, we don't need to carry heavy stuff, so we can walk lightweight backpacks with rain clothes, and then we don't sweat so much, and then we stay drier. So we will adjust after the weather, of course, and the situation. But now first I will start cooking some food. If you're interested in outdoor food, head over to another video we have where I talk about how we prepare the food for this tour. It's about how drying, what kind of dishes we have. So if you're interested in outdoor food, check another video. I put a link somewhere in the description or somewhere. Yeah, you will find it.
Well, it's nice tomorrow morning. It shouldn't be too damp, maybe.
Yeah.
Up here.
If it's a little bit wind also, we don't get so much condensation. Now we have had dinner, we have had coffee, tea and so on, cookies, and my stomach is really full. Now it's time to looking a little bit down to the delta and see if we can find some elks. Maybe, maybe not. But on the other side, where I left you, or yeah, when you run away. Because I had when I walked, then I had 14, but then later on it was dead. Here is dead. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Oh yes, when we see the northern light, that's perfect.
Looking naked.
Naked and afraid.
Yeah.
I just organize and make coffee. I think we need coffee.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
But you two want coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Directly in. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Porridge with fresh blueberry.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
And you don't even taste that someone was peeing on berries before.
No. No flavor at all from the pea on the berries. It's a new day and it's low clouds. It seems like the clouds start going up and yeah, hopefully we get a new good day. We have had breakfast, we have starting packing up our things, and soon we're going to hike further into Rapa Valley. I'm looking forward to a day without rain. Everything is packed and now we start hiking. And they promise 17 to 19 millimeter rain tomorrow and some wind. After lunch, that's how it is, but we get a good day today. Now we're hiking down into the valley and try to see if we can find some elks. It's a little bit too early for calling on them, so we just had to look around and try to be lucky to see them, or some tracks, or yeah, we'll see. Or at least we have coffee and lunch. That's also not so bad. So we hiking through the bush and we find a lot of tracks from elks that have
been walking here this autumn and during the summer. It's super warm, really warm. We actually find a really old trail here, and it's not the animal trail, it's actually a human trail. I can see how it's made, and it's not ending, it's just continue over dry places. So this is a little bit fun. The main trail through Rapa Valley, where most people goes, is down there. We're just 100 meters away from it, and this is much better. Much better. We're just under Ritok here, and yeah. Really good water. Now we reach the main trail along the Rapa River. 2 kilometers left, and then we reach the camp. Super nice. Bushwalk.
Bushwalk, eh?
Are we coming? Yeah, where is the trail?
Where the river is.
Is it a trail or a river?
It's a river. Like very much a river.
Oh, you stop in the middle of the river?
No. Why do you go through the river?
We can't go over it. I think Rapa Valley is a mixture of bushwalk, wet bushwalk, and bushwalk. But slow and nice, then it's nice. We see more tracks from elks than from human here. And here we have an issue.
Oh, this was nice.
It's super nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna wash in it today.
Är det barfota?
Yes, do it.
We have a small river crossing here, but I know it since before, so it's not very sharp stones. So I never bring wading shoes for this. I make it barefoot. It's if you don't know the stones, if you go in a higher where the stones are more sharp, then you should never wade with barefoots usually. But we don't do that kind of terrain stuff this week, so then I don't carry my wading shoes. Man får bara ta det försiktigt.
Tomorrow we can just bring our backpacks, but without the sleeping bag, without the food, without the everything.
Rain clothes and some dinner or lunch.
So today we hiked down from Namach. We had a kind of steep downhill and we follow a ridge. I have done it several times before. We didn't see any elks and lots of tracks from elks, but no tracks from brown bear, no brown bear shit, nothing like that. Then I was lucky to find a different route higher up under a mountain called Ritok, and I find a trail that I think is an old human used trail. I just get the feeling that this is not an animal trail, and it followed the dry land very nicely, and I think it's an old trail that had been used back in old days. I never seen it before, I never heard about it before, but it was the absolutely best way when you're going from Namach into the Rapa Valley. Really nice. Then we hiked along the river and into wetland, bushwalk and so, and we came to this place close to Rapa River, and here we have set up our camp. Now I'll get the weather forecast from Stina, and tomorrow the promised rain, but the day after that will be great. So tomorrow we try to do a short day hike, and the day after we do a long day hike. So we stay here for 3 nights now because of the rain, so we try to avoid to move things when it's wet. Now it's clearing up a little bit, and we're looking at stars, and maybe it's possible to get some northern light if it's not coming more clouds later on. We will see. I'm looking forward to go into my sleeping bag as usually, and yeah, very nice. All the 3 other guys was jumping into the river and took a bath. I still not clean. I can take a shower and I come home. I think that's fit me better. A warm shower. We have just started the tour, so I'm not even dirty yet. Now I think it's time to go back to the camp and rest a little bit, sleep a little bit, listen to a podcast. Tomorrow breakfast, and we see what kind of weather we get, and then we make a shorter day trip tomorrow. So this small tiny thing is actually a pump for my sleeping mat, and it's also a pump for my packraft boats, and it's a lamp. It's 100 gram only, so it's quite easy to carry. And the lamp should stay 10 hours in the lowest, like this. We will see how long it will stay. It's called Flextail. Kind of happy with it. It's the first time I use it, so maybe it break down. I don't know. No, I have a bigger one from the same brand, and they are really good for the packraft boats. So I think this is good. You can take away the pipe and change the pipe to different Thermarest, Expeds, Isomat or packraft boats and so on. Yep. Good night. It's a new day, and a little bit grayish and cloudish. It has been a super hot night. I waked up and soaking wet of sweat. It was so warm in my sleeping bag, and when you're so wet you get really cold afterwards. So yeah, but I have a very good night's sleep anyway, but it was super hot. I luckily didn't take my warmer sleeping bag. I still have my summer sleeping bag, and yeah, anyway. Last night we heard something, or not we, but one of us heard something walking around, and he says it's, you know, you can hear when a horse walking on the ground, even if it's kind of this far away, and that's how it can sound when elk is moving. So I just walked away. We have the camp over there. You see some orange thing. That's my sleeping bag out for drying, and it's a lot of fresh elk tracks in this area. And I've seen some crazy stuff when I've been camping in this area, because the elk can just lay down 50 meters. Then they are really kings here. They're not afraid of humans, some of them. And if we have one of them hanging around here, it can be anywhere kind of close. It's not dangerous, and
so we don't need to be afraid. But when you go shitting and doing things like that, you have to keep an eye, because suddenly you step on it and at least you get super afraid. No, now it's time for making breakfast, and they promised rain like in some hours, and then we're making a day tour now. But some coffee or tea and porridge right now would be great for the stomach, and then go hiking. Super good for YouTube. Cheers.
Cheers.
We had a nice time, but suddenly it started raining.
Yeah.
The rest of it too.
Still have a nice time.
Yeah. He's from Belgium, so you can understand how the life in Belgium is. If this is a nice time, and then life in Belgium must. Yeah.
You can be in Belgium, we'll free.
It's raining. It's wet. It's a little bit chilly actually, and we follow the river upstream, and we're looking all over the place for elks. We've seen tracks of it, we've seen tracks of red fox, and we just go slowly and keep our eyes open, because it has happened so many times that you walk through this area and suddenly someone is seeing elk laying down somewhere watching you. So you had to take it calm and really use your eyes and everything. Interesting. So just a short day tour today. It could be that Sarek means bushwalk, if you translate it to English. I'm not sure. I think Sarek means bushwalk.
Sorry?
If you translate Sarek to English, I think it's bushwalk.
I think so too.
Yeah, and rain.
Or wet, I don't know.
Wet bushwalk. Wet bushwalk. So it will start raining a lot around 2 o'clock if we look at the weather forecast. So we decide to go back, and not being out here when it starts raining, really raining. It's still raining, but it's not heavy raining now. So go back to the camp, try to reach it before 2 o'clock, having lunch there. It's super beautiful. You see the ass?
Yeah, that's it. We stood in bakom.
We have a female moose, but then it could be something on the left, you see?
Yeah.
Almost in on the left also. It could be a bull behind. Usually when you have a female, you have a bull behind this time of the year. So it was a female elk, and when it just recognized us, it took off very, very fast. But it was a huge one, really, really big one, without the calf. Raining a lot.
But you have the eye of the tiger.
Yeah.
Spotted deer like 200 meters from us.
Yeah, and now Micke is allowed to see one.
Yeah, finally.
Micke, yeah? Now you're allowed to see an elk.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Now I can report them when I see them.
Micke has said that he wasn't allowed to spot the first elk, because then it should hurt my feelings. But now I spotted the first one, so now the rest of the group are also allowed to search for elks. That's how it works. it's a little bit moisture. So what I'm doing now is taking that off, taking this dry one, closest to the skin. So then I take this moisture one and put it back on top of everything, because then I can dry this moisture one with my body heat. It's actually not moisture, it's actually really wet in the arms. So now we're going out to have coffee. See, I still save this jacket, and my sleeping bag is packed in a waterproof bag while we have been gone, because I really need my dry stuff for the night. But you see here, it's wet from because the rain jacket has been raining in here. That's how it is. And now I put my rain jacket on top of this, and I'm going to the tarp, and we're going to have some lunch or coffee. Under tarp lunch. Micke, is that your sandwich?
Yeah, it's good. I'll get some food here.
Yeah, no cheese on?
No, not yet.
No,
Get your feet.
Right now you see me here. I'm warm and cozy, and I'm back in the tent. One thing I haven't done is that I haven't put out my sleeping bags now, because it's kind of moistery everything. So I really want to protect my sleeping bag from being wet. I'm going to show you my underwear. Look here. What I've done is that I have my long johns straight on the skin, so I have dry long johns. I also put my dry socks here, and outside the dry socks I put 2 layers of moisture socks. So now my body heat dry out my wet socks. And here, if you look, this one is dry. I put it straight on the skin, and this is the one I was hiking with. So if you look here, you can see how wet it is here. So I put in my wet, moistery hiking clothes on top, and using my body heat for drying them. My rain clothes, they are wet, and my rain clothes stay here outside the inner tent. So I don't bring my wet rain clothes into the tent, into the inner tent. So now we just let the body heat dry out the clothes. And I try to not use my sleeping bag now while it's moistery in the tent. So now when I'm here, I use all my clothes, but I still don't use my sleeping bag, because I have a down sleeping bag, and I don't really want to pull it out if it's not necessary into the moisture air, because there is kind of moisture air now, because it's raining everywhere, it's low temperature, and nothing is really drying. If you hang out something or hanging something, it's really not drying. It's a difficult part of the period, this autumn hikes, if you don't have a stove in the tent, because the stove, wood stove in the tent, it's a huge difference. That's how it should be. But now we're hiking and carry all the stuff, so we don't bring wood stoves. Now it's time for a podcast, and we're just laying down for a while. This will be nice. Now I've been listening to 2 podcasts, I've been peeing several times outside, and it's 6:30, so
It's time to go out and start cooking the dinner now. It has been raining a lot all the time, so it's wet. Moisture and wet out there. Rain clothes on and then go out. Rain clothes on. Holy shit!
Have you seen that? 40 at least.
Yeah. Wow.
And if it takes another 40, it's in the can.
No. Yeah. It's no, it's I think we are safe.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we're safe. We go out to look. The river has going up a lot. Look. We are so lucky we're not on the island. Oh shit! Look! Oh, we could almost walked over here before.
Yeah.
This is 44 hours later.
Yeah.
And from something we could cross to we don't cross this. Huh. Yes, this is up 20-30 centimeter, 30 minimum.
Yeah, at least.
Minimum 30, maybe 40 centimeter higher. That's fast, super fast. It's actually here we crossed the river when we came, and now just in 4 hours it have increased 40 centimeter, and the current have also speed up a lot, so it get less and less good to cross the river here actually right now. So right now we are a little bit like trapped behind the river because our way home is over there. But Micke get the weather forecast on his GPS and or Garmin thing, and it seems like the rain starts slowing down now, and tomorrow it will not be rain. So when it slowed down, the water level also lower, but then is the question, how much higher will it be now and how much lower will it be later on? What do you think, Micke?
Yeah, this is really crazy.
This is really crazy.
It's like a highway of water that's come here.
We could almost walk over here with shoes.
Yeah.
Before
Today, and now I don't want to stand too near the.
Now we can't cross.
No.
Now you can't.
Yeah.
You can't cross.
That's
That's an island. I've been camping there on other tours, and these have been totally dry on other tours, and we have been camping on that island, and now look at coming pieces of wood and a lot of leaves coming floating by. Huh.
interesting.
Interesting, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a tourist.
Yeah. And the elk.
An elk. No, things are happening very quickly now, because 5 to 10 minutes ago Micke was pushing this wood stick just above the water level, and in say 10 minutes, so 10 minutes later, something like that, the stick is covered, and it's actually 1 centimeter in 10 minutes. That will make 5-6 centimeter in an hour. Yeah, that's kind of what it had been, because 4 hours ago, so in 4 hours have increased 40 centimeters, something like that. So then it have slowed down actually, but it's continue. Look here. little bit concerning because now we can't cross this river here. We had to find a better way higher up. Stress takes you nowhere in the bush, and we have a day here tomorrow. But we also have a night here, and it's a very flat, low area, and our tents are normally in a safe place, but when it's like this it shouldn't be a big problem, but you never know. We will see. Now, Micke, we are back on the river. It's 1 hour later since we was here.
Yeah, and now it went up quite a bit, like
5-10
centimeters.
centimeters in 1 hour, and up there with the camp it was like 10 centimeters in 1.5 hours.
Yeah,
And
the really measurement.
This river is an impressive part now. We have been checking higher up now for finding a safe camp if we had to move the camp in the night. So Micke marked it on his GPS, and now we have a spot that is at least 1 meter higher.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And first we're going to eat dinner, so we are ready if we need to move.
Dinner now, and then look a little bit, and then going up now and then during the night and check.
Yeah, and probably put on some scary music now, see if we can...
Yeah, we had to have some scary music on the YouTube video now, so you feel the tension.
Yeah.
Yeah, here it comes. Yeah. Dinner time. Minced meat.
I mean, I have to say, when Marcus, when he flew the helicopter,
Hungry?
you know, up the first time, I was like, he's very close to the ground.
Yeah, I flew before.
But happy.
They usually don't see those.
Yeah.
So it was get some warm in you.
This is lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely weather. This is good for the potatoes.
Yeah, totally.
It started raining again, and we don't get any mental issues from this, but I'm a carrot. I'm a carrot. I'm a carrot. What are you doing? You're covered with drugs. Whiskey. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm out the second time and checking how the water level is, and you see it has started really going down. Look. Down maybe 10 centimeters. Really good. So I was out 1 o'clock and checked the water, and then it have stopped going up, and then now 4 o'clock in the morning it have gone down 10 centimeters, so from the stick we put, so actually it have goes down more or less 20 centimeters since it reached the top level, as I have seen. And it changed really quickly, so I think that's super fast. Now continue sleeping, really nice. See you tomorrow, guys. So it's a new day today, and the water level on this big arm of the river is still kind of high, but on the small one that we had to cross tomorrow, in that creek the water level have gone down
really a lot, like almost the same height as when we came here. No, not really, but it have really going down. Now I'm down with the big river, and we have been coming here several times. Well, we're camping just not 150 meters, I don't know, not far away from here. And during the night here, you'll see here, it have been, you see, fresh elk track, and the fresh elk track here. And the elk have been walking up into our camp. We have been sleeping like babies and we haven't heard anything, but we have had an elk, not super small, not super big, average maybe, in our camp more or less tonight. We're searching for them, but they're finding us. Now it's time for breakfast. Tonight will come 19mm rain, so we will have to move our camp to the other side before we go to bed. I think so. Here you can see where the elk have been walking. Here. And here. And our camp is in the not far away. Blue sky popping up, sun on the mountain. It looks like a lovely day, but it will start rain. If you listen to the weather forecast, it starts rain 6 o'clock, so 6 o'clock latest the camp had to be on the other side. Latest.
Really?
Yeah, but you need a guy that knows.
Of course.
You down.
What is it, like no code, low code?
It's we have our own language.
If you want to tie them,
Well, yeah.
it's
It's only if you have a system, I guess.
Now we left the camp and we are on our way into a valley. It's tons of elk tracks here and animal tracks, and we're hiking for some hours, having lunch, and then we're coming back and moving the camp. But I will check the weather forecast first, because the weather forecast for tonight is dumping down rain. 19mm. That's more than we got last day. So if we stay on this side of the river, we will be screwed. Or we will have a difficult river crossing to start with tomorrow. So if the weather forecast haven't changed, we have to move the camp. That's how it is. Anyway, we're walking through this bushy wetland, and it's really exciting. It's a hard walk, but it's exciting. Here we actually find some hair from a brown bear. And if you look at the other side, it looks like this. It could be a territorial mark from a brown bear. Really a lot of hair, brown bear hair. Here. This is fun. I think this is really fun. Very nice. It's not a question if there is animals here, it's a question where they are. There is some big boulders here.
Oh, damn.
Want to see inside if there is a bear?
Yeah, go. Yeah, you can go first and check if there is a brown bear there.
I wouldn't do that. Hello.
Throw a rock and we'll figure it out pretty soon.
Really big boulders and tricky terrain. So that one in the middle is very famous. It's called Loddebakte. And the whole Rapa Valley is kind of famous. Now we have had tea, coffee, and it's time to continue down. We decided to continue over the mountain and heading down to Rapa Valley there. And then we reached the trail, and then we have 3.5 km back to the camp. We are in a little bit of a hurry because we probably had to move the camp when we're coming down, and if we are too late we will have the issue that we must move the camp when it's dark. And if you move something when it's dark or do things when it's dark, something that takes 10 minutes normally takes an hour maybe, because you know, finding a good camp spot in dark is much harder than finding it in daylight. A little bit wet in some part. When you're hiking this part of the trail in summertime, all the bushes and birch have leaves, so you can't see through it. Now, when all the leaves are falling down, you have much better visibility and you can see longer distance and see if there is some animal there. We're coming closer and closer to our camp, but just recently there came a smell of fire. All of us felt it, but birchwood fire. So maybe there is a hiker somewhere. I also see some kind of fresh footprints from someone that have been on the trail. It's not much people here right now, this time of the year. No. Now we packed the whole camp and we are moving the camp, so we are on the right side of this river. But as you see now, higher up here in the river, there have coming up rocks, you see, in middle of the creek. So the water level here is 0.5 meter lower right now since yesterday. That's also the same there. So now crossing the creek, crossing 2 creeks, walking until we find a good camp spot, and we will try to manage it before it's dark, because if things get dark then we will be much slower. So now we have to go. First guy over the river. How are you?
I'm a bit warm.
Oh, was it deeper?
Where can I have an ice cream? It was a bit deeper, yeah. But I would say, yeah, 5 centimeters deeper than last time. Not much.
Not bad.
No, it's okay.
And here we have next guy.
Yeah. But this is good for your feet.
It's very good.
Yeah, it's a spa. It's a cold spa.
Cold spa.
Yeah.
I forgot my bottle of water on the other side.
On there? Oh, you crossed the river already. You forgot your bottle of water. Yes.
Yeah.
You can come and get it. Come and get it. No. Throw it in the other direction. Yeah.
Try it to me.
Should we give it to him or shouldn't we give it to him?
Should I throw it or should I not?
I did scout the river.
Yeah.
But oh my God!
Are you ready?
No, never. Oh, quarterback.
Yes.
Touchdown.
Really on my edge for my pants. It's reached almost there. It's maybe that I should have taken off my pants, but it was easy. Not difficult at all. It's not difficult at all. It's not deep. It's not bad at all. Just slowly. Move one at a time.
Ja, jag känner...
Man flyttar en i taget bara.
Jag vet, men jag känner hur det är lite ström.
Ja, men det är ingen fara. En i taget bara.
Don't fall.
Yeah.
And smile.
Now we find the camp spot, finally. We have walked a few kilometers bushwalk through kind of nice terrain, but we have passed by a few camp spots that was like this. Now we find someone that's a little bit better. Waiting for the rain that they promised, but over there it looks still kind of okay-ish. It's not super dense clouds yet, so we actually decide to make dinner without putting up the tarp. We will take a chance. The reason is that it will be good weather tomorrow anyway. From 11 it will be clear sky, so we'll have rain tonight. So we'll try to eat now, hide in the tent, and then tomorrow for breakfast it's blue sky, clear, and super good. Of course. That's our plan. It's more or less 6, 7-ish o'clock, 8 o'clock it will be dark. So I already put my lamp around my neck. I checked the battery also, so it's okay-ish. Yeah. Now start cooking.
Is the rice already cooked?
More or less.
Nice.
Don't you want to be...
And I can't GPS again.
This is so sad. We voted for someone that had to leave the group. Now he's sitting there behind the bush crying, but at least he gets food. He's alone in the wild. So now we got an issue with a flat isomat. And now we're going to use one of this green tape. And we will see how it works. Here, it's so good that you... No. This is so good that someone create content for you guys on YouTube. Now, do you want to say something to the guys in the sofa?
No.
This is just shit. Yeah, we don't talk. So, okay. This is sticky shit. It maybe will not be the most beautiful thing. Don't care.
But it will be a memory.
Yeah, an expensive memory.
Yeah, really. Oh, it's evening, and I think we have had a great day today. We hiked through the forest and searching for elks and looking at the views, and find some brown bear territorial marking trees, and yeah, nice day, good weather, and then they promised heavy rain tonight, so we packed our camp, made the river crossing so we will not be stuck behind a flooded river. Now we hiked like 2 kilometers away from the last camp, downstream Rapa Valley.
We camp on a high, dry spot. We have had dinner, and all of us are in our tents now. And just when I closed my tent, I more or less directly afterwards, and I came in for the sleeping bag, I hear the rain start falling out there. You hear? So lucky. So lucky. It is, I must check how much the clock is. It's 9 o'clock, and now it will rain for 12 hours, more or less. 11, 12 hours. It will come a lot of rain tonight if the weather forecast is correct. It will be quite windy. It will be up to 17 meter per second, or that's more than 50 kilometer per hour, I think. 60 kilometer per hour, something like that. In the gusts. So we will see. But last day when the river was flooded, we had 15 millimeter rain, and tonight it will come almost 19 millimeter rain if you listen to the weather forecast. So I think we're lucky that we don't have that river crossing to make tomorrow. Tomorrow they promise super good weather and blue sky, so I'm really looking forward to have a nice hike tomorrow. We have progressed quite a good down into the valley now, so we don't have so long distance to walk tomorrow. Time to sleep. See you tomorrow, guys. Ciao. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and it's really heavy raining. It comes and goes a little bit, but sometimes it's like a shower. I'm so happy we are on the right side of the river right now. Whoa. Yeah, just continue sleeping and hoping that I don't need to pee, but I think I need to pee soon. Oh. It's a new day here, and it started getting blue sky there. The sun is on the mountains around us, and it had been raining as crazy this morning. It was dryish yesterday here, but now it's more like water everywhere on the ground. There is a small creek over there, and yesterday you could hear it, but not so much. Today you hear it much more. So I'm super happy that we choose to cross the river yesterday, so we are on the good side of the creek. So we don't have any river crossings to do today. Normally, if it's, I don't know how flooded the small ones are now, but we shouldn't have any big river crossings today. Now it's time for some coffee, tea, oatmeal porridge, sandwiches. And soon, look, the sun is coming. Look. And when the sun's coming, the tents will dry out super quickly, and it's nice to have the sleeping bag spread out in the tent, because you don't need much sun before you start increasing the temperature in the tent, and then things dries out very nicely. It's super nice with the sunny day after all this rain. Yeah, time for action.
But they said that and oh, okay.
Yeah, it's very good at the same time. Yeah. Down to the river. Now we're back on the main river and the water level have going up a lot. This is almost dry normally this time of the year, and now it's super muddy. This is... The adventure begins now.
Yeah.
How could we come? How could we? Will we be able to come out of the valley or not?
Swimming.
Swimming. This is really a lot of water. I'm so happy we took the decision to move the camp yesterday. So happy. So when you see the video, if it looked like we have speeded up the speed, we haven't. It's just super fast now. Super fast. Micke is dreaming about the packraft boat.
Yeah, just go home to Stockholm.
He wanna go home to Stockholm with the river. No, it's so powerful now.
Yeah, it is.
Really powerful. Normally that arm is not... Normally it's very little water here. This is not normal anymore. See, the river start finding new ways in here. So we have to... I don't think we can continue here. I think we have to go there.
This is a trail, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we had to go back and find a trail that's not a lake. No more creeks.
Finally. No
Finally.
more creeks. Back in the berry patch.
How much did you step into?
Watch.
Up to the knee?
Yeah.
Oh. But then you're not wet. Or? No. That's just some moisture.
Yeah, sure.
Now we have had lunch. And we have done halfway 3 o'clock. So we probably have minimum 2 to 4 hours of hiking left to the place where the helicopter is going to pick us up. So we will see if we hike all the way. Here's water again, look. See if we hike all the way to the helicopter place, because then we can be more relaxed tomorrow. Or if we have to camp halfway, or I don't know. We will see. Now 3 kilometers like this bushwalk. Now we're making a part of the national park north of this Namach, and I don't think this is a route that a lot of people do. Maybe not even every year. Look, north side of Namach, and there in the sun is Gerfe. It's wet, it's a little bit rocky, and this time of the year it's easy to navigate when all the leaves are gone, but summertime, when there is leaves on the birch, you don't see so much. Anyway,
Water coming from the ground. Good, Micke?
Yeah, really good.
So right now we're walking quite close to this big cliff, and you see all these big rocks that are falling down. Hopefully now nothing is falling down when we are here. We jump fast if something coming down. We're really fast jumpers. It's super difficult to calculate how fast you are hiking when it's like this, because suddenly it's water, suddenly it's bush, and suddenly it's a dry open space like this. Be careful there, Micke.
What are you doing, Micke?
I'm climbing. It was not on the program, but this was not so. Oh, if you look down there, it's a big 2-3 meters down.
Now we find a very beautiful camp spot, and we just enjoy the short sunset. Super beautiful here. I'm so happy that we picked the north route instead of going the classic route. The river was really incredible high, and yeah, I don't know if it had been possible to hike out the valley. I don't know. Anyway, this is a good route. Maybe I will take it another time just because it's so beautiful. And this camp spot here, it's so beautiful. Now, time for a short putting down the head on the pillow for a while, maybe. Yeah, I think so.
Is the camp spot good?
I don't know yet. I had to try it.
Yeah, try it out.
But
the rest of us, we can look out.
It's okay like this fish.
Yeah, see here. Yeah, we'll see if the rest of the group is happy. Is this the best tent spot yet, or
Huh?
do you think this is the best tent spot yet?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah.
And over here,
What?
do you like the tent spot?
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, look at it.
The view,
Yeah,
the colors.
the colors.
So we just finished the dinner really quickly, and I made some coffee and tea so they could grab it and run away to their tent. Now we have some rain weather coming over us and actually some kind of wind. I'm on the top of a small hill. Maybe I regret it a little bit. Maybe. But anyway, I will not end up in the middle of a pool of water, so we will see. It's a new day, and as you see, a little bit more chilly.
I have sleeping so good. We will have an early start today because we need to reach the helicopter quite early, and we don't want to miss the helicopter. I wake up a little bit earlier today, and now I'm preparing a first cup of powder coffee and start packing up, because I need a little bit more time than the other ones. When I'm making tea and coffee for them, they also packing, and then I'm not packing, so I need some more time.
Are you wet, Micke?
No.
So it started to rain, and as you see now, I've been folding my inner tent, so probably we could sit a few of us inside here and having breakfast. There is low clouds and some rain pushing in now, but no big deal. We all have had breakfast inside this tent, and I folded down the in tent and we could sit inside here. I didn't film it because it was a little bit not enough with space. Now, while I'm packing up everything, I make a little bit more coffee for me. That's great. So now this tent is a two-person, one-person solo tent, but you see we can fit a lot of things in here, and can sit here with a kind of beautiful view out, still protected. So it's a really good idea now and then to take down the inner tent while having breakfast also, even if you are alone or two-person, or you just had the flyer, the outer tent, and put it up like this for lunch. So yeah, super nice. All of them disappeared into their tents, look. Well, now coffee packing. So we have less than 1 kilometer left to the helicopter, and some part is nice to walk and some part is tricky. It's our last day of hike, and it's very tempting to start using your dry clothes when you hiking the last part out to the helicopter, using the warm dry clothes, not being so careful when you're packing away the sleeping bag and so on. But you never know if it is the last day on the hike, because you never know if something's going to happen. You never know if, like now, we need a helicopter. Can they fly? Have something happen? So never ever take anything for granted, and always try to be in a better shape when you come home than you were when you left. Rocky terrain. So now we're just waiting for the helicopter. We have done all the hike. I hope they can fly today, and it shouldn't be any problem with that. If you want to see a video about the food we have been eating and how I prepared it, how I dried it, there is a special video about that. So you can click somewhere in the description and you will find it, or check out our channel. Anyway, if you like the video, give a thumbs up, subscribe and leave a comment. please leave a comment. It's really nice to see what you think about this tour or whatever. I don't know. Thanks for watching. It was nice that you're here, and I hope I see you again. See you. Ciao.